All right, they give us this equation, and right, and most of my students see equations and they just start solving them, right? They're like, hey, I can figure out what x is, so they distribute the 4. 4x plus 4 is equal to 16. Let's subtract the 4 from each side. 4x is equal, then 16 minus 4 is 12. Divide by 4, x is equal to 3. And then they go back and they're like, oh, look, that's choice A. Bingo, I've answered the question, right? But notice that's not what this question asks for. This is actually classified as a medium question, not because it's hard, because it is not. It is an easy question. It's classified as a medium question because so many kids miss it because they're not looking at what the question's asking for. If we go back, we see, oh, wait, the question is asking for what is x plus 1? Oh, no big deal. I have my x is 3. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 must be the right answer. That's choice B. Okay, this is one way to solve it. Let me show you a simpler, faster way. So they give us this equation, right? 4 times x plus 1 is equal to 16. Now, I train my students to read for what you're solving for, right? And anytime they're asking you for anything other than x, write it at the top of your page. Oh, they don't want to know what x is. They want to know what x plus 1 is. And I think it also pays off to just take a moment and look at the problem, right? Just a second. Because wait a minute, I don't need to solve this out, right? I need to figure out what x plus 1 is, but it's right here, right? 4 times something is equal to 16. X plus 1 has to be equal to 4, right? 4 times 4 is equal to 16. I don't even need to do math. Or I could do it geometry-wise, right? 4 times x plus 1 equals 16. Divide each side by 4. Same thing, right? X plus 1 then is equal to 4. So the point is, look at what they're asking you to solve for. Write it down at the top of your page. And often you'll stumble across that when you're solving it. Here we could solve for it directly. And notice how fast that was. Oh, wait, 4 times what equals 16? 4 times 4 equals 16. X plus 1 has to be equal to 4. That is so fast. So every second you can save on the SAT, you can pay off, right? It pays off by being able to answer more questions. So solving and getting the right answer more quickly really is the name of the game here. So what are the takeaways? Anytime they ask you to solve for anything other than X, write it at the top of your page. And another tactic you can use is after you solve for whatever you get, like 72, go back and read the question and see what are they asking you for. Oh, right, they weren't asking me for X. They want X plus 1. Let me add 1 to my answer. But the biggest, surprisingly, I thought my kids' errors would be like fractional exponents or, trigonometry functions. But the biggest reason by a mile that kids miss questions is they answer the wrong question, right? Oh, I thought they wanted X. That's what I gave them. But you see in this question, they didn't want X. They wanted X plus 1. So this is a great example of an SAT question where the math isn't hard, right? The math is super easy here, but the question is harder because of the question, right? They didn't ask you for X. They asked you for X plus 1. The SAT is trying to mug you. You need to be on your guard and be looking for be looking for what are they asking you. Because if you don't know what the question is, if you can't get your hands around what they're asking you, you're bound to get it wrong. So the first level of business is always, wait, what are they asking me for? And here I had to solve for X plus 1.